Hi everyone, and thank you for joining us this morning on the Region of Waterloo Library's Crafting Time. My name is Holly, and today I'm going to show you how to make pulled string art. So we asked you to gather pieces of yarn or string. I like yarn because it's a little bit thicker and can absorb the paint a little bit better. So I have 3 pieces of yarn cut out, about the length of from my fingertips to my elbow. It could be shorter, it could be a little bit longer. That seemed to work well when I gave this a trial run. I've chosen blue, green, and purple today, and a tin plate or something to hold your paint in, and 2 pieces of white paper. So I'm going to squirt some blue paint into my tray here. So I'll bring this over here like this. And about a toonie size, if you can see that there. Do the same with each color that I'm using. Pink is really thick. Sorry, my purple is really thick. Okay, so set that over there for now. All right, so then you're going to take your piece of yarn and put it right in your paint. So this is a little messy. You might want to have some wipes nearby or wetted paper towel. You can use a paintbrush too, though, and get your yarn all stirred up in the paint there, like that. And make sure it is completely, whatever color you've chosen is completely absorbed by the yarn there. So this craft or form of art is good really for any age. I'm going to put my other piece of string right in my purple here, get it all nice and purple. I might need a little bit more. There we go. My hands are nice and messy. So I'm just going to give that a little quick wipe. And continue on getting my other piece of string here nice and covered with my paint. So what I like about this activity is that you can do it several different times using the same colors, and you will never have the same result. And I'm going to get my other piece of string here completely covered in the nice bright green that I chose. So I'll just show you here what I'm doing. So you could use your fingers, you can use a paintbrush, whatever you are more comfortable with. Depends on how much mess you'd like. Okay. So then you take your yarn and you put it however you'd like on your piece of paper here. But if you put it in sort of a zigzag pattern, you'll get a really neat result. Doesn't really matter how you put it down. You'll get a nice piece of art in the end. So I'm going to do these one at a time. I'm going to try it that way. So I'm just folding my other piece of paper just right over top, and I'm just going to press down now on that piece of string. And then underneath, in between the pieces of paper, I'm going to pull that piece of string through, and gently holding my other hand in place over top of the yarn. And you're just going to pull it down. You're not going to try to keep it in the pattern that it was. You're just simply pulling it down like this. And I'll show you what the first string looks like. So both of your pieces of paper are going to be a piece of art in the end. So that's what my first pull looked like with the blue. And then I'm going to take my purple string. And I'm going to put it maybe in a different direction than I had the first one, maybe slightly overlap, so my colors overlap a little bit. You can kind of do it however you'd like. So you see I sort of just put it in a different kind of pattern down like that. Just dabbing off some of that paint. Okay, so then you're going to take your piece of paper and try to put it somewhat over top of where the other one was, but it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfectly up over top. So now you're going to put the weight on that other piece of string to sort of push it down onto your piece of paper. And just slowly pick up your piece of paper and find the end of that purple string. And as you're putting pressure on, pull your strings down. Okay, so your top piece of paper here might get a little bit messier than your other piece, depending on how messy your hands are. Okay, so there we are. There's the purple. So you can sort of see that it's giving you sort of a three-dimensional look. Maybe I'm not sure if you can see that in the camera. But it looks like you sort of have painted here and back here, and then the pull marks make it look 3D. All right, my last color. I'm going to take my green, and I'm going to put it on this side, and maybe just bring it down a little bit lower. And through my purple a wee bit, and down. And again, just bring my fingers up a wee bit, and then put this right back over top. And then you're going to press, or the green, or whatever color you chose, your third color, press it down, and then put a firm press on there again, and then pull out your string. You're just simply pulling. All right. And now I'm going to lift this up and see what I've got. So on this side, I have this with my green, purple, and blue. And then you get to decide, and maybe you like them both and they become two symmetrical pieces of art. And then here's the other one down here. Okay, so this is called string pulled art. It's very easy, it's very simple. All you need is some yarn or some string and some color and some fun. So you can decide how much paint, what color of paint, and you really only need a loony sized squirt of paint. You can try adding a bit more just to see what kind of effect that gives. Maybe try putting 5 pieces of string down and see what your end result is. Okay, well I hope you have fun with string pulled art, and thanks for joining us.